What's going on, guys? It's Mr. DEBT Joe Lork from the Money Etiquette Group here with another IPO video for you, and this time it's about Virgin Galactic. I'm not talking about an IPO coming out in the next week. I'm not talking about this IPO coming out in the next month. We're talking more like November, December 2019. Nevertheless, this is the first space tourism company that's going to go public. And the question is, do you want to be in the business of space tourism? So Virgin Galactic is what you think it is. It's a division of Virgin who is run by Richard Branson, and they're pretty much commercializing or getting into the game of commercializing space tourism, saying that, okay, we don't have to go through NASA, we don't have to go through the Air Force, we can go into space as tourists. I'm sure we'll have to go through some training and things like that and get certain licenses, but they want to make sure this is a commercial business. They aren't alone either. We know that Virgin is doing it, but also we know that Tesla is doing it through SpaceX and that program, and also Amazon's Blue Origin. So there is a race about how quickly you can turn space travel into a tourism business. And in fact, if you think about Virgin, they've already put out there that they want to have someone on the moon by 2024. We'll see if it happens, but this is the business you're going to be getting into if you choose to invest. Now, the reason and the way that they become public is because they've sold, and I'm talking about Virgin Galactic, has sold 49% of its company to Social Capital. And by doing so, Social Capital is an investment group. They do sell public stocks. So certainly we don't know if the IPO is going to be specifically named Virgin Galactic. We don't know if it's just going to be a part of Social Capital, even though Virgin Galactic is still the majority owner of the business. We'll get those specifics later, but understand that through one of the two parts of the company, you will be able to pick up shares from this business. Now, the real question is, do you believe that this is a viable business? This is really risky. We haven't seen it done successfully yet in terms of sending people into space on a commercial basis. We have seen some flights where people talked about reaching the outer atmosphere, but not quite space, that in-between space between Earth and leaving the outer sphere. And then we've also heard of the ambitions of, okay, well, we sent some robots out there. We've sent some test flights. Let's see if we can get as far as the moon. All these sound great, but will it really happen? If it does and it takes off, of course, we're talking about a very lucrative business. They've already sold, I believe, and I'm talking about Virgin Galactic, 600 tickets for $80 million. So even though this is going to be a tourism company, you know this isn't going to be used by the average consumer. We're not talking about $100 or $200 tickets. We're talking about several thousands, maybe in the hundreds of thousands for tickets. And for that type of experience, for a lot of people, it's worth it. I mean, to sell 600 tickets and get $80 million, that's terrific margins. I mean, it looks really good. However, we don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, yes, people have purchased tickets, but I'm sure if it doesn't happen in the time frame that they expect, there will be refunds. So what does that really mean for the longevity of the company? I don't know. This is really risky, but it is a unique opportunity. For the first time ever, we'll be able to invest in space travel on a tourist level. So is that something that you're interested in? I mean, we could throw out numbers and you could try to go by charts, but this is such a unique business and it's such a unique field that really you're just stepping out on faith, believing that this is what the future is. You're saying that, you know, Star Trek and, you know, the things that you may have watched as a kid about space travel, you're saying that, look, this is the beginning of that, and I want to be in on the ground level. And when we look at the players, we see that major companies are being serious about that. Virgin is a major company. We know Amazon's a huge company, and we certainly know that Tesla is in the same realm. So which one will finish first? Which one will do it correctly? Who may experience the first death? I mean, what happens if their spaceship explodes and it's a tourism spaceship? Will more people go? Will people want refunds? Will it turn down the whole idea? Will it offset this entire plan for 10 to 20 years? I don't know, but I want to know from you guys if you think this is realistic and if you would invest. I'm curious. Me personally, no, I'm not investing. If it's, I don't know, between $30 to $60 a share, I may consider it if I have some funds that I want to sit and really put into a risky investment portfolio. This will be the most risky for me in terms of investments. So maybe I would take a shot because I'm a risk taker, but I'm not sure. As of today, I would say no until more information is released, until I really understand where the space tourism program is in terms of not just Galactic, Virgin Galactic, but across the board. I want to know. But what do you guys think? Are you willing to invest in space tourism? Do you feel like we're in the future, we're there already, where, this is something that will take off? And how long until it's a reality? We know Virgin saying 2024 have someone on the moon. They expect maybe by 2022 or 2021 to have people pretty much traveling into the outer atmosphere and into space on a regular basis for these tickets. That's, again, 600 and making 80 million is fantastic. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is this ridiculous? Is this the most ridiculous IPO that you've ever heard of? Or are you thinking about investing? Let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We need as much support as we can. We have other content coming out, but make sure you subscribe and hit your notifications, because we do have some normal IPOs that will be coming out very shortly, and I will be making a video about them soon.